This news update is brought to you by...
Say hello to Carol. Carol talks for a living, from morning till night. So she relies on Flo's crystal clear home phone service brought to her through Flo's 100% fiber to the home network. It keeps her in the know, and because she bundles her mobile broadband and TV services, she enjoys huge savings, so she can enjoy much more for much less. So visit any Flo retail outlet, call 1-800-804-2994, or visit discoverflow.co to find out more. One-of-a-kind connection. This is how we flow.
This is the Barbados Today evening news update for Friday, June 10th. Thank you for joining us. I am Mary-Claire Williams. The public battle between the chief town planner, Mark Cummins, and leading developer, Mark Maloney, escalated today. This after officers and workmen employed by the Town and Country Planning Department, accompanied by the police, swooped down on layers, tearing down a section of the Preconco Roundabout. Members of the demolition squad arrived to remove the Chattel House structure in the middle of the roundabout around 9 o'clock this morning. It had been the subject of an enforcement notice issued by the chief town planner since 2011. However, by noon, the offending structure was carried away, leaving in its wake an infuriated Maloney.
Anna is now tearing down what we beautified, so clear victimization. We had been through a whole map to deal with that many years ago, and in 2011 an enforcement notice was given to tear down the little building that we had in the middle of the roundabout, and I guess they're now showing their authority.
Maloney was this week served with court action by Cummins over his cement operation at Spring Garden, St. Michael. He revealed he has also brought a legal suit against the chief town planner in relation to the rock-hard cement controversy. Maloney is also accusing the chief town planner of seeking to jeopardize his operations at Coverley Christ Church, owing to his refusal to issue any more compliance certificates.
Coverley's roundabout that we want to build at Coverley, that we've been trying to build, we can't build without town planning permission. And he's just stopped us from selling homes at Coverley and not giving any more compliance certificates until we discharge a condition that we can't discharge without permission from him. So he's checkmated us.
The businessman is therefore calling for Cummins to be removed from the post of chief town planner. He says he has been holding on to that position for too long. The trial of Jamar Dwayne Bino continued today at the Supreme Court. He is charged in connection with the death of 6 women in the campus Trendz fire. Bino of Headley's Land Bank Hall is facing 6 counts of murder following an alleged robbery which resulted in the deadly fire at the Tudor Street boutique in September 2010. Madam Justice Michelle Weeks is the presiding judge, while Alison Seal is prosecuting the case. Barbados Today's Fernella Wedderburn has this report.
Jamar Bino today claimed he was innocent of the charges being laid before the court. He's charged with the murders of 6 young women who perished in that campus Trendz fire back in September 2010. He told the court that he was never on that location in the day in question, and as well that he did not even know that there was such a store by that name until he read an article the following day, that weekend that is, on the tragedy. He also put forward some of his defense today and called 3 witnesses, namely Tamer Slinger of The Nation, who wrote an article published on September 5, Acting Assistant Superintendent of Police David Welch, and Acting Inspector of Police Eric Franklin. The trial continues on Monday at 1 p.m. Reporting from the grounds of the Supreme Court.
Police have identified the man found at Valery Playing Field in Brittons Hill this morning as Kadim Dario Joseph of 2nd Avenue, Grazette, St. Michael. Joseph's body was discovered when police and ambulance services responded to reports of gunshots being fired in the area about 4 o'clock this morning. Police are appealing to anyone with information relating to the incident to contact their emergency number 211 or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-TIPS. That's 1-800-8477. The issue of illegal dumping has come to the fore once again. This time, 3 coconut vendors were asked to clear an area in Bucks St. Thomas this morning where they had dumped coconut husks. The husks were disposed of on property belonging to Massey Stores.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products.
Thank you for staying with us. In news from the region, the Caribbean Court of Justice today dismissed claims by a noted LGBT activist against Belize and Trinidad and Tobago as it relates to his entry into these two countries. Jamaican attorney Maurice Tomlinson claimed that he has been prejudiced in his right as a CARICOM national to enter the two states without hassle due to their respective immigration acts. According to him, they include homosexuals as a class of persons prohibited from entering the territories. He conceded that he had never actually been refused entry by either country, but Tomlinson argued that the mere existence of the laws prevented him from entering, since in doing so he would be breaking the domestic law. But both countries maintain that Tomlinson is entitled to enter without hassle and remain there for up to 6 months. They added that as a homosexual, he does not constitute a genuine, present and sufficiently serious threat affecting one of the fundamental interests of society. Tens of thousands of people attended a farewell procession today for boxing legend Muhammad Ali in his home city of Louisville, Kentucky. Onlookers cheered as his cortege passed on its way to a city cemetery where he was then buried in a private service for family and friends. Ali died last Friday, aged 74. An interfaith memorial service is being held this evening, and fans have been paying tribute to the former heavyweight champion and rights activist.
Muhammad meant so much to me in life. You know, he gave me that strength to carry on sometimes.
Muhammad Ali meant that I could stand up for my beliefs, that I could be who I am without apologizing for that, that I could be recognized in the world as, you know, a black American Muslim, and people would know who I am because of Muhammad Ali, because he existed.
He just sort of walked into the room and you felt like it was a buddy. He talked to every single person there, said an encouraging word, and was extremely generous with his time, I think, at that meeting and in life.
And everybody is coming together from all walks of life.
Use your skills, whatever they may be. His was in the ring. Use that projected platform to fight for justice in the home and peace in the world.
Finally, in the UK, the Labour Party is worried that many members could vote to leave the European Union when the referendum is held later this month. The former party leader, Ed Miliband, says the result of the referendum is in question, and he is urging supporters not to use it as a protest vote against the Tories. We get more in this BBC report.
Labour supporters mocking Boris Johnson for snatching Labour votes for an EU exit. The shadow minister, out trying to get them back, was finding no one home. Today's appeal: stick with us, don't follow the levers.
Labour is clear, Labour is united, Labour is for Remain because we think it's better for Labour values, better for social justice, better for when there is a Labour government to be able to make sure we build the fairer country we need.
And here, in Labour West Bromwich, the thing that's troubling voters is easy to see. Migration into Britain, celebrated by Labour politicians, disliked by so many of their voters. Appeal or no appeal, who's listening? Try asking in the high street or on a visit to the local barber.
Matt, where are you, in or out?
I'm swaying towards out due to the immigration, really. I think a lot of immigrants are coming in too fast for us to cope with.
OK, what about a lot of immigrants are working in the NHS, and that's helping to make the NHS work?
Well, yes, they're already in position. I'm worried about the ones coming through. I don't know that we'd be able to cope with the amount.
Picking the winner in this referendum's anyone's guess.
That's the news. Remember, there's more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also tune into Channel 99 on Flow TV or Mix 96.9 FM for more news. I am Mary Claire Williams. Good evening.